Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on my Loch Lomond in my lovely house, which one day I hope to to afford, but I might just have to win the lottery first. If you think your friends will like Hands Up for Trad afternoon show, please share and tag Hands Up for Trad, and please shout out as well. Tell us where you're watching from. It's always really interesting. Anyway, we have got some brilliant guests for you today. We're joined by Sian, Ímar, Rachel here, and Mike Vass. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Has anyone managed to? I mean, the weather's lovely. Has anyone made it to the beach yet?
Costa del Clyde, Glasgow.
Do you live? Because Ailey, you're in Skye. Are you anywhere near the water?
I am. I'm very, very near the water, actually. I have been down the shore, but there's no beach, unfortunately. But no, yeah, I feel lucky to be able to get out and, not see anybody.
Well,
that is lucky.
So, anyway, before we move on, we've got the fiddler Ross Cooper, and he's going to play us a great Shetland tune.
Hello, Simon and Hands Up for Trad TV. Here is a Shetland tune called Come Again, You're Welcome. I would have done some kind of comedy video or me baking a cake or something, but I was busy getting my hair cut, as you can see. So, here we go. Come Again, You're Welcome. Cheers, guys.
Thanks very much, Ross. Fantastic playing as ever. Now, our first guests today are Sian, and really there is only one way to announce this band. That's a great little clip, that. do everywhere you walk, do people sort of shout and cheer?
Yeah, we're used to it now.
It's tough.
Hard life.
So congratulations on your new album. It looks and it sounds lovely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but we're so glad it's finally out there and people can listen to it. So
it's great. Well, I'm just showing the cover on the screen here. Tell us about the cover, because it's a beautiful painting.
So we got a local artist from the Isle of Lewis to do the artwork for it. She's called Sandra Kennedy, and we love it. We all wanted. Well, I've actually got a copy in my bedroom, which is slightly unfair.
The original.
I've got the original in my bedroom. So yeah, we got her to do that. We asked her if she'd be up for it, and she was keen. And I think she actually painted it while listening to the album too. So that's quite special too.
Yeah, we sent her the mixes as soon as we had them, and she wrote something that she was painted something even that she was inspired by the music. So that's nice.
Oh, that's a nice story. So, I mean, Sian, you're a trio, so we're missing Ellen today, but how did you guys get together?
Yeah, so we were brought together back in 2016. We were put together. We didn't decide to be a band, but we were brought together as a project to celebrate songs composed by Gaelic-speaking women. And we were brought together for the Blast Festival up in the Highlands back in 2016. And then we had our first gig at Celtic in 2017. And we were still just Caitlin, Ailey, Ellen and Innes White. But then we kind of realised that people were enjoying it, and we were really enjoying it. And so, yeah, we thought we'd better come up with a name, and Sian. was the one that.
I think we had to come up with a name in a hurry though, because we had a gig in June that year or something, and there was a poster being made for it, so we were getting rushed. Like, what's your name? So we did come up for like I think we had a few other options, but that was the one we decided on in a week or so.
And did you know each other anyway before you'd started singing together?
We knew we'd all met at the mod and like competed against one another and stuff. So, and we knew of each other and had met in various kind of ways. But yeah, we always tell this story, much to Ailey's disgust. But we were put together, and Ailey didn't think it was going to work, but
I just thought someone from Lewis, someone from kind of Inverness, US connections, and someone from Skye. I thought they're just really different
people, not going to work.
Singing styles, but I never said it wouldn't work.
Well, one of the things about singing a trio is you really have to kind of read each other's minds and be singing in harmony with each other. And I think your promo video for the album just kind of says it all.
Our first ever album is out on the 6th. In Chanchlog Hal, when he need to hang a get sin. We are Sian, and our first ever album is out on the 6th of March. The 6th of March.
That's a great little bit of promo. In fact, you've got some really great bits of promo I found it on your Facebook page. It's really good, actually. Very funny. Definitely worth checking out, people.
It's all Caitlin.
Well, I can't beat it. And now the songs on the album, as I said, it's a lovely album. I mean, it sounds a great album. It's been beautifully recorded. But how did you come up with the songs? I mean, obviously, did you think, Ailey, that these songs would even work together?
Yeah, I mean, so we've kind of been collecting songs together since we started the project, and we're really lucky that we've all got kind of people that we go to in the Gaelic community who are really, really generous with their songs. People like Kenna Campbell, Ishbel T. McDonald, these kind of tradition bearers who are really generous with their songs. So we just kind of came to the table. Some of them are ones that we were singing already, and then some of them we made up just for the album. Well, some of them we arranged just for the album. But yeah, we were trying to stick with the theme of singing songs composed by women. That was the kind of one thing bringing the whole album together. But we wanted to kind of mix the different kinds of songs and different places and different kinds of stories. And I think we've managed that, hopefully.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course you do. And of course you played at the MG Alba Scots Trad Music Awards in December. It seems such a long time ago.
I know.
Oh.
I know, and it was a fantastic, your Sian big band and your Sian small band all worked really well.
Now, that was so much fun. That was, the first time we'd ever done the big band, and that was a joy.
They're all great, and I think they all add different kind of elements to the songs and stuff, and it complements all the songs, so it's nice to have them with us when we can have them.
Now, I mean, you've also done a fair bit of work with Nightworks, which the song, the Anfair and La, is pretty cool, I have to say.
Thanks.
And we're about to actually watch a clip of that video. And one of the things I liked about it in the clip, we're going to see that both you two are acting in it. Is that something you'd always wanted to do?
Yeah, that's our next project. We're gonna.
Ellen is the actual actress.
So I wondered if when you see the video, I actually wondered if Ellen was a dead body.
Yeah, she's been working on her beard in lockdown.
And of course, you performed this in the Barrowland. No, the Hydro as well in Glasgow.
Oh,
that must have been an amazing experience.
Of course, yeah, it was totally bonkers. Yeah, but it amazing.
Right, well, if anyone wants to find out and buy your album, they can go to sian-music.com, and you can see that on the screen now. And I definitely recommend taking a visit. Let's go and have a look at the video with Nightworks. Ah, fantastic. Oh, where's everybody disappeared to? Oh, I know. We're just about to be joined by Adam and Tom from Ímar. But let's just a few shout outs to the people who's watching. Hi, I'm saying hi to Sheila's and Inverness, and thanks to Rab for sharing this video on his show page. If anyone else wants to share it to their friends, that would be absolutely fantastic. Hi to Gail, Mark from Ramsey in the Isle of Man, also Roger Woodcock from the Ramsey Folk Club. Gordon Simpson is in sunny Huntly, and Philip Henry is still chilly in Norwich. And here's Lisa from the Netherlands, and Dorothy from Denmark. And who else we've got? We've got loads of people. There's Maryland, Cameron. That's fantastic. Oh, it's great. And then hi to John Rhodes, also watching in the Isle of Man. So it's nice to see you all. So, Tom Callister and Adam Rhodes from Ímar. What does Ímar mean?
So Ímar is the name of a Norse Gael king who ruled over all the places that were from in the band. So like parts of Ireland and the Isle of Man and like Strathclyde. I think his base was like Dumbarton Rock. That's where he was. So we thought it was a good way to kind of tie together the band and all the places that we're from within it.
Oh, just along the road from me in Loch Lomond. That's right. I feel like I could walk there. And when you arrived on the scene, Ímar, you kind of arrived from nowhere, but you made a big splash, and everyone was talking about you. Why did the band actually get together as people? Did you have an idea?
It was just a bit of fun, to be honest. It was like we all played together in sessions and stuff, and we all knew each other. And we just thought, we'll see what happens and do a couple of tunes and see what happens. And we put it out, and it just went. And it was completely unexpected, to be honest with you. But it was great, you know.
Yeah, totally. I remember it, actually. And one of the things I think Ímar excels at is sort of funny social media videos that get thousands and thousands of views. I was looking at the Bucks of Oranmore one the other day there with thousands. But we're actually going to have a quick look at your Kesh jig that you played in front of the sign in Kesh. Kesh's in Northern Ireland, isn't it? It's near Northern Ireland.
Tom, you're muted.
We just saw the sign, and it's along that way. But we just saw the sign and jumped out, and we've got our own resident social media expert as well. So he kind of deals with most. There he is, the big man himself. Look at that. And, but yeah, he kind of deals with a lot of that stuff, and we just try and like have a fun time with them, like, you know, do something that we find funny, and then hope that, you know, most people will also maybe enjoy that on some level as well.
Well, let's have a look at a quick clip of you playing the Kesh jig.
Here's the Kesh jig. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fantastic. So, while both of you live in Glasgow, you are both from the Isle of Man. So,
Correct.
Is there a strong music scene on the island?
Yeah, I'd say that there really is, and it's growing all the time. And there's some really amazing players on the Isle of Man. Like my little sister was lucky enough she lives in Glasgow now too, but she was lucky enough to get back to the Isle of Man before they closed the borders there to get home, and she gets to be next to the sea all the time, which is nice. And but there's a great music scene there, loads of great players and teachers and things like that, and it's just it's growing by the year. It's getting better and better.
And how did you both start playing?
Young. I first saw Tom when he was about 8 years old, I think, and one of my bands at home, we were releasing a CD, and we got little 8-year-old Tom to come and play at the CD launch, and I was absolutely like flabbergasted. It was incredible. This wee boy, here we are, 20 years later or whatever it is, playing in bands together.
Yeah, I had a similar experience because I had Anna Wendy Stevenson contacting me when she and saying, "Have you heard of Tom Callister? He's amazing."
Jesus, that's very nice. That's a nice thing. But I guess we got into it. Both our parents play, and yeah. So like I say, our parents, as if we have the same parents there, but Adam's parents and my own parents play music, and I guess we got into it through that,
Yeah.
And so you have a band, an Isle of Man band called McLur. Is everyone from the Isle of Man in the band? Am I saying it right?
Well, it's a mix. It's McLear, but it's three of us from the Isle of Man, and we've got the legendary Greg Barry on drums from Scotland. So yeah. Yeah,
that's it. We quite often get introduced as like a Manx band at places we go, and then you turn around and Greg's just like raging at the back. but no, we're a Manx and Scottish band, and but yeah, myself and Adam and the boy that plays the keyboards and fiddle as well is called Dave Kilgallen, and he's from the Isle of Man too, and we started that just by. We got asked to go to Lorient Festival in Brittany, and I got asked to go. And then I was at college with Greg Barry at the time, so I asked him to come along, and then Dave Kilgallen and Adam as well. So and then we just that was it. That's pretty much all we've done since.
And of course, you made that great video, another viral video that with the three of you playing your fiddle. Tom.
Well, what happened? They do this press conference in the Lorient Festival, and Greg had to go back to Scotland for an Elephants Sessions gig just that day. So we thought, how are we going to play something without Greg? And it's also acoustic. So we thought we'd do this silly fiddlesticks thing, and we assumed no one would ever see it outside of that room. But there was a woman on the front row with a camera, secretly filming the whole thing, and she put it online. Before we knew it, it had gone mental, and we were being tagged in it. And there's all these comments about my toes, because I was tapping my toes along, and I was wearing flip-flops, and it's extremely embarrassing. That's what I'm going to say.
And we're actually going to hear a track called "The Ram" from your 2016 album. Is that correct?
It was actually it's not been on an album. It was a wee single we launched a while ago. But.
And you've got you're hopefully about to bring out a new one. Is that correct?
Well, it's top secret, Tom, isn't it? But we've been working on it for a few years, and hopefully later this year, it should be finally ready. So we'll see.
Right. Well, let's have a wee listen to this audio track. That is totally fantastic, and I have to say, Tom, amazing fiddle playing. Right, well, before we leave and go and say hello to Rachel, we're just going to go look quickly at your Ímar video, the last Ímar video, the Deep Blue video, because it's just, I was watching it again yesterday, and it's just pretty fantastic, I have to say. Fantastic, actually, and I'm sorry about that little bit of mutedness there. That was all my fault. Anyway, I just want to say hello to a few more people. Who else is listening? Hello to Daniel Kale. Yes, Tom was muted. Yes. Leah Rossfall says that everyone in Murray misses Mick Lear. And Benedict Morris, give him his full title, BBC Radio Scotland Youngsters Composition Award 2019, says, how hard is it not to go absolutely mental to your own tunes, lads? So there you go. So remember, if you're enjoying this video, please share it to your friends, and if you can, tag Hands Up for Trad. Anyway, now we are joined by Rachel Hare, the harpist. Oh, no. She quickly jumps into the other chair. Hi, Rachel. How are you doing?
Not bad. How are you, Simon?
Excellent, excellent. Now, you are just off organising a virtual Edinburgh Harp Festival.
Yeah, so the Edinburgh Harp Festival was meant to start at the end of April, and we were the first major event to get cancelled in Scotland. And I mean, it was great. We got all the publicity for it. Finally got our headline news on Reporting Scotland because we got cancelled. But we managed to quickly rearrange and put things online, and it was really successful, actually. So yeah, made good use of the fibre optic broadband in our flat here.
And as well as a lot of performing, you do spend a lot of time teaching. Have you managed to embrace online teaching?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm at home, well, I'm away always at least 2 weekends every month teaching away on the Isle of Man and in the Netherlands, and then I get to travel around the world teaching at harp festivals and workshops and things. So my normal teaching has moved to Zoom, but I've also started to do online workshops as well, which is something I've been meaning to do for ages, to be honest. But I've managed to set up a new thing called Harp at Home, and I've had folk tuning in from all over the world, and I'm really heartened by the amount of folk who've been getting in touch saying that they're liking what they're learning.
And have you got any tips for people out there who are actually trying to make it work?
Yeah, pre-record. I'm all about the pre-record thing. Like, live is good, but as we've experienced on this, there's always problems with like muting and various things. So I pre-record everything, and then I use like the Premiere functions on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm still sitting there chatting away to folks. But the pre-record, it means folk can go back to it. And if you're if you're tuning into workshops and stuff like that, there's great functions on YouTube. Obviously pause and rewind, but you can slow down videos and maintain their pitch so that you can play along. If something's going too fast, you can play fiddle or harp along at a slower pace. So yeah, it's just learning about these ways and making them work for you.
Yeah, and now just before the lockdown, you were in New Zealand.
Yeah, I feel really lucky that we managed to have at least one amazing tour this year. So myself and Ron Jappy, the guitarist, were out on tour for, well, Ron was with me for 4 weeks and I stayed on for an extra week to do some teaching. So we were all over the place, and it was only towards the end of that things started to kick off. And in fact, the last day of Ron's, we spent going around all these pharmacies trying to find antibac material gel for him for the flight. So yeah, we're glad that we managed to experience that this year. It means that there's been something good happen this year.
That's great. Well, if anyone wants to find out about you, Rachel,
yes,
you can go to rachelhare.com.
Yep.
And if you're looking for teaching or tips, just get in touch with Rachel. But we're going to watch your video now, looking at a rainbow through a dirty window.
Yay.
What is that tune?
Callum Stewart special. Yeah, so this is a beautiful tune that was written by Callum Stewart, a very good friend of mine. And I've been teaching it for, goodness, some 13 years now, I think. And it's one of these tunes that's now played in the harp scene around the world. I've taught it so much that other folk have been teaching it around places, and it's got a strange title, Looking at a Rainbow Through a Dirty Window, but it's kind of got a theme of hope behind it. The dirty window is all the not so great things that is going on, but if you look through the dirty window, you'll see the rainbow. There's always something positive to hope for. So it's a really nice sentiment today just now with all the rainbows that folk are putting in their windows. So kind of a really nice one for this month, certainly.
Well, let's have a watch of it. Now, as you know, all the festivals have been cancelled. Everything has stopped, and basically the organisers have had to try and think about new ways to reach their audiences, and also how to employ the musicians, because a lot of the clubs and the festivals are actually contributing to funds to try and help musicians through this very difficult time. And Tradfest in Edinburgh has brought together all the musicians invited to the festival in the song Wild Mountain Time. So let's have a quick look at that.
Oh, the summertime is come, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will he go as we go, and we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will he go as we go.
Fantastic. And we are joined by the man who put the audio for that together, Mike Vass. How's it going, Mike?
Hi, Simon. Fine, thanks. How are you?
Very good. Was that that would have been quite a big job to pull that together, because the sound is actually really great.
That's my buzzer going. I'm sorry.
It's a gig.
Typical, they would arrive when I'm live on the Facebook. Yeah, it was big. It was Jane Ann Purdy from Soundhouse, who organises Tradfest now. She asked me if I would get involved with kind of piecing it all together. So it was great actually. All the bits of video and audio came flooding into my inbox over the course of about a week, and then I had the the big task of kind of piecing it all together and trying to make it all sit as a track. But it was really fun to work on, especially since there's nothing else going on anyway.
Well, but I suppose you are, well, you're not gigging and everything, but you are quite busy, because part of your week you spend as the artist in residence at Edinburgh Uni. What are you doing there?
That's a good question. Not very much currently. But no, it's great. I've been in that post for just over a year now, and I'm based at the archive at the School of Scottish Studies, which is part of the Celtic and Scottish Studies department there. So basically, I'm working with students a wee bit, doing some kind of guest lecturing, especially on their music courses. Also kind of working on my own projects. I've got a couple of things in the pipeline. I'm also at the beginning. There's the door. I'm at the beginning of.
Do you want to get it?
A podcast. No, it's okay. They'll leave it hopefully at this. That's perfect. So I'm also starting a podcast interviewing people that have kind of developed work based on material in the archive at the School of Scottish Studies. So that's really great. We actually go into the archive and spend about an hour chatting about their connection to the place, and then I put them on the spot by going into the photographic archive and getting them to describe what they see, but as sort of an audio piece. So that's kind of been fun. That's obviously on hold just now as well because of this lockdown. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the post. The other thing we're working towards, I had a big project with the author Ian Stephen as part of my residency that was due to be premiering at the Spiegel tent at the Fringe in Edinburgh, but that's off now as well. So we're working towards a kind of virtual day with all the staff at the department and some guests as well. So I'm kind of getting going with programming that over the next few weeks. So there's a few things going on, not as much as I would like, but can't complain.
Yeah, and because you're also filling your time by doing 2 live shows on Facebook a week. Is that right? A Facebook and YouTube?
Yes, not as much in May because I'm doing a wee bit of recording. But yeah, I was trying out the live streaming kind of as an experiment to myself to try and get the gear set up. It took me a good number of days to get all the bits and pieces talking to each other and figured out. I'm now in agreement with Rachel that the pre-recording and the premiering is definitely the way to go. I watched Face Ross's premiere of their Tutors concert the other night. I thought it was brilliant, so I think we'll use that format for our own department show in August when it comes.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, I'm just before we watch a video, we're going to watch your Eyes Fixed track that you made with Mary Campbell, which is a beautiful song, and the videos, the animation's beautiful. Who made the animation for that?
So that's by Gavin Robinson, who's based just in West Lothian. He's an amazing animator. We first met years ago now. I actually did the score for his animation called Heart's Desire, which won a Scottish BAFTA back in, I think it was 2013, and we've just kind of kept in touch since then, and he's worked on a couple of different things for me. But yeah, I love his work, and I just sent him the song, and he kind of came up with the concept and put it all together. So yeah, check out his work, Gavin C. Robinson. You can find him on Vimeo.
Right, great. Well, we'll watch that now, and you can see if your parcel was left.
Eyes fixed open to the wind, eyes wide open. Watch my mind start to go. Darkened eyes, darkening soul. Lost my grip, come unstuck. A sinking ship, I'm out of luck. Eyes fixed open to the wind, eyes wide open, eyes fixed open.
my goodness. Right, how many is there? 6. Right, great, brilliant. So, it's now time for the Wednesday quiz. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
I would just like to point out my picture, not mine.
Right, here we go. First question. Which year did BBC Radio Nangale first broadcast?
84.
Wrong.
What decade was it?
Oh no,
Was it 86?
I'll give you it's 85. 1985, quite close. A bonus point. Which year did BBC Alba start?
2008.
Oh,
It was.
2008.
Yes, 2008. I'll give you a wee applause for that. Right. Which bouzouki player from Def Shepherd moved to the Isle of Man to marry the beautiful Chloe?
That was totally me. No, sorry, that was me first. Malcolm Stitt.
Yes, absolutely right. What was the name of fiddler Ian Hardy's first book of compositions?
A
Mike.
breath of fresh air. A breath of
5.
fresh air.
And finally, how many band members are in Sian plus Nightworks plus Malinky plus Ímar plus Rachel Hare and Ron Jappy?
21.
Wrong.
19.
Oh, so close.
20.
18.
Oh.
Well, I'm not really sure who the winner was today, but thank you very much. And thanks to all for coming today. We'll be back next Monday at 2 p.m. in the same place. And thanks to Creative Scotland for making all this possible. And we've also just made the Hands of a Trad afternoon show into a podcast. So if you don't have time to watch it in video, you can listen to it in your ears. And that's available on iTunes or wherever you get these kind of things nowadays. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you later.
Cheers.
Thanks, Simon. See you. Bye.